So you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top of with Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young. Yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that. Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello. The jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right. I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack. My bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that. Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run on first down. Fields. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, it's a 6. Bullet. Time. Shoot.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 15, line. 15 line. You draw quarter. Come.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, Alpha. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Move. Hey, 4 down. He's checking. Yeah. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, echo. 52's the mic, boys. 52. I'm trying to collect. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. It's Fields. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Benjamin. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, Haywood! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slant. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Oh. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 53. Check 53. Watch the pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Hey, Tusa.
A gain of 16 yards.
You got bombers. You got the
Jones now throwing on 1st down. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robertson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's see what you got.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
60 outlaw. 56. Good track. 25. Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. 56. Mike's 50. Hey. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 56. Hey, Foxtrot. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
High 7. 52 to Mike, boy. 52. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Go. Watch the motion. Sit up. Get it.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
61, matchbox white.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones is going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down now, Faulkner, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Faulkner, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They go play action now. Jackson, and he's going to go down again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready, break.
On first down, Jones. He's going to look. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Look at me, zipper.
Right there.
Bravo.
Right there. 54 Mike.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike down.
Jones to throw on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. McManus now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53, Mike. Watch QB drop.
Mike.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Ready?
Jones now on third down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Mike 52.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Check. 61. Match box. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And to give this time to the tailback. There he goes inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 31, Jones. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
I'm going back to you.
On 1st down, Faulkner. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kyle Van Noy in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Now 3rd down and 1.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Switch.
Shift. Check 13.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Interception, baby. All day. All day.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing is Jackson. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, buddy.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game. And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man up, D. Deuce. Yeah. 22.
They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
Set, ready. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Giants 13.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. A shotgun throw for Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
We got 4.
Hey, orbit.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Deep grip.
Now Stick. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Coaching spell.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, let's get there. 52.
Hey, zoom.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yo, go, go. Bam. Hurry. And shoot.
On fourth down, here's Stick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check four.
They'll run on first down. Faulkner. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flush to his right. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Check 99. Watch twist.
Hey, Alpha.
First and 10, Stick. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Come on, set.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
You can't block me. Showing it.
Leo. Hard. Let's go.
Here's Stick looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Here's Stick on first and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Rocket. Hey, seam 6.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week.